This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by BMO Harris Bank.
So we're here at Naperville Golf Course with Senior Captain AJ Barr of the Naperville North Girls Golf team. Thanks for joining us this evening, I guess you could say now. We're going to start off with your hole-in-one at regionals last year. Kind of take me through that, I guess. What was going through your head when that happened? What hole was it on? And did it have a little pressure on the rest of the round?
Yeah, definitely was a little pressure on the rest of the round. I think I was on the third hole there. I was par 3, wind coming at us. I hit the ball, and I did not hit the ball well. And I looked like it was going to be an easy birdie putt, so I was excited, because I had bogeyed the first hole, so I was pressure.
Mm-hmm.
We have really good. We're always in a really good regional and sectional, so there was a lot of pressure on us to perform. And so I got up to the hole, and the ball wasn't in the cup, so I thought that I didn't hit it. And one of the girls goes, "Oh, I think your ball's in the hole." And I was like, "Well, I think I'm gonna check that." And so then I went up, and it was balanced in between the pin and the side of the cup, and then it fell in because the wind was blowing. So
was that your first hole-in-one?
Yeah, that was my first hole-in-one.
So the rest of the round, was it a little kind of a different feeling? Because it's an achievement that most golfers want to get throughout their life, and so many. I don't have one. I've been playing golf since I was 5. So many golfers don't have them. Was it kind of just a different feeling after that, or was it just next hole, next shot? Was it? I
wanted it to be next hole, next shot, but there definitely was in the back of my mind, I just got a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
I can really shoot well if I keep up this round.
So you guys have a really tough regional, really tough conference. The opponents that you have during that, especially you're playing against Lauren Boudreau at State, and just people like that. Does the level of competition kind of try to raise your game?
Definitely, when I'm playing with good people, it kind of makes me want to emulate that, and definitely puts the pressure on. And I personally play better under pressure, so I like having good competition like Lauren, and there's a ton of other great girls in our area that we play against. So.
How old were you when you started playing golf?
I started playing competitively just freshman year. So.
Oh, really? So you haven't played? A lot of people play their whole life when they're playing. What got you in golf? Why golf over another sport maybe in high school?
Well, my dad always wanted me to play because he was it's good for business, and so I started into it, and I just really enjoyed it. My sister played with me when we were little, but then she kind of stopped off, and then we both stopped. And then freshman year, I started up again playing with one of my best friends, and so we joined the team together, and it was really a good time.
Now, being a senior this year, being one of the senior captains, how do you try to lead your team? Do you try to do it by example, vocal? Is there any certain thing that you're trying to do different this year as opposed to last year?
Definitely by example at practices, and we have a lot of new freshmen and just new upperclassmen as well that have never played before. So helping them learning to read greens and just answering their questions is kind of what Emily and I are trying to do.
And last year you went to state as an individual, like you said, you like playing under pressure. What are the matches like this, and you're playing against good competition all the time? How does that get you ready for postseason play, conference, regional, sectionals, anything like that?
You definitely learn when you get into bad situations how to get out of them. Just any time that you can play is good practice for any situation. Playing against great teams like when we play Wheaton Warrenville South in 2 weeks definitely gives you that pressure of a team that's competitive to you or better. You get that same pressure that you feel when you're in postseason. What
are some of your favorite memories here? We know the hole-in-one is one of the top ones, but here at Naperville North, what have been some of your favorite memories?
When we played here last year at sectionals, getting to state was really exciting. We've had just such a great team. We're so close. Any time that we're together as a team is really enjoyable. But at regionals, after I got my hole-in-one in, the team was second place for our regional. That was really exciting. We went out and got ice cream afterwards, and that was fun for us.
So this year, seems like it's been pretty good weather so far. We got a little overcast. Looked like it was going to rain today, but when the weather's warm, and because you get to state, you can get a little iffy. You can be in the 40s, 50s degrees. You never know what you're going to get. What do you guys try to make sure you take advantage of when you get good weather? Because when the weather, a lot of golfers say when the weather gets bad, it evens the playing field. It brings higher scores. That people that usually shoot higher scores onto play. Do you prefer a certain type? If it's colder, warmer? Is there anything like that?
I definitely prefer the nice warm weather. I'd rather be sweating than bundled up like we were at state last year, but I always try to get used to any condition. Last year I went out and played on Christmas Day to practice after the cold weather at state. I was gotta get used to playing in a lot of layers. So I try to play as well as I can in any weather, but definitely the warm weather, less layers is my preferred.
And final question for you, is there any team goals that you've tried to set for the team as a senior captain? And getting to state would be kind of an obvious one, but is there goals along the way that you guys are trying to set to get there?
We want to win our conference DVC, and that's going to be tough for us because with Wheaton Warrenville South, they really have a strong team, excellent competition. So that's one of our goals. And then just playing our best all the time. We want to we beat on our first tournament of the year, we beat our school's record for 18 holes. So that was really exciting for us. That was one of our goals. And now we're working on beating our 9-hole record. So.
Well, that you kind of led me into one more question there. With that first round of the year, you guys set a team record. Does it kind of take pressure off knowing that anybody on your team can really throw up anything in the 70s, and it makes you not feel as obligated to shoot a really good score because if you're not playing well, somebody else can really pick you up?
The depth is definitely really nice. We have such a strong team. Our top 6 is really just, you never know who's going to come in with the low numbers, and that's super helpful. I know personally, I try not to think about what everyone else is doing. I try to just try to beat my own personal best, and I think everyone's trying to do that. Just play their best. Mara Flaherty today shot a personal best, and so she didn't need to outperform herself, but we all just really are motivated for personal goals, which help the team.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks.